Hello, crafty friends. Welcome back. Today I am playing along with Mad about mini paper pads, and I've also used a paper from my 100 pattern paper challenge for my background piece. So there is my one piece of paper, and it already came half and half. That was an Elizabeth Craft paper, and I thought it might work good for 4th of July photos, so that's why I had originally pulled it. Then the other day, I saw somebody creating with this collection. I think it's called, I don't know if I have it out right now. It's a simple stories collection. I believe it was from last year or the year before. And it has lots of red, white, and blue in it. And so here you can see that I pulled out these two papers that were the same. And really, I kind of measured it to make sure I was covering up most of the distracting words on the right side of the paper, on the white. I actually like the numbers, the distress numbers on the blue side. And so really I cut the 6x8 paper in half, and then I'm kind of combining and shrinking them down or overlapping them to just kind of make a big block with this border strip down the middle. So the red was actually from my branding strip jar, so getting another one of those used up without creating another one. So that's always a bonus when I can use one and not create another one. But, I'm sure at some point I created, well, just the other day I created three more to put in the pot. So it'll be a never ending thing, but they're kind of fun to look through once in a while and pull out and use for something interesting on your layout. So here I pulled out a scrap from my uh, gray papers that I believe this was probably a doodle bug, and just felt that my pictures needed some kind of separation from that mini paper pad that is for most of the base where the pictures are going. So here you can see where I am overlapping and connecting the two papers together. And I decided to put it on top there so I can make sure that they are the same height all the way across. And just making sure that is secure. So here I'm showing you that I used Lost Shadow and Hickory Smoke. I end up not using the Hickory Smoke and only using the Lost Shadow to ink up all my edges, and I do actually end up doing all of the edges with the exception of the red border strip that I had already stuck that down to my page, and I really didn't think it would make probably much of an impact even if I attempted to take it off, so I just didn't bother. And yeah, I did use it on all of my embellishments as well. So I actually didn't buy the Simple Stories collection when it first came out. I did like it, but at the time I just didn't have any 4th of July type or, really any kind of pictures to use. Then my local scrapbook store did end up creating a card kit. And so I did end up buying the card kit because, well, one, I loved the design of the cards, and two, it was going to give me the chance to play with the papers, but really not have to come up with the design on a scrapbook layout. So a few of these, actually, the die cuts are left over from the card kit. And let's see. And then I did receive a 6x8, an additional 6x8 paper pad in a mystery box, as well as the chipboard pieces that I'm using. And so there I just used one as a layering piece, and then I use a second one on the bottom on this particular side, and it had a ginormous yellow butterfly. And while I'm not anti-butterfly, I just don't want them on every single layout that I create. So I did just kind of use it as a layering piece. And then I do come in with that star and cover up the rest of the yellow so you can't even tell that there was a butterfly back there. And so here I am putting some foam adhesive on this banner because it is going over the top of the pictures, which are on top of the chipboard pieces. And then the other bit of this collection that I also received in a mystery box was the, is it layered stickers? I think is what it was called. And that is where the title of These Are the Days comes into play. And just put that there. And then at first I was going to use this little bit up here to just journal about where they were at for the parade last year. And instead I ended up just writing it, handwriting it down below that I found those foam stickers and used 4th of July, and then added several of the foam stars just throughout the layout. And then here you can see I'm finishing off with the little gold splatter. This is a Nuvo spray that I have in my stash. And that is pretty much going to wrap things up here. So if you have any questions for me, please feel free to leave those down below. I will have a hop list down below of everybody playing along. So please go click on all of those links, check out everybody's videos, and show them some love of their creations, and like, comment, all those good things for everybody along the way. So thank you for stopping by, and we will see you next time. Bye.